individuals ensure the greatest asset in their lives, and that's everyone he meets and you. Get ready to gain some insight from Dr. Mark, the financial prophet. That's PROFIT. Dr. Mark, you're it.
Thank you, Troy, this morning. It's grateful to be here in the midst of business experts this morning. Coach Erik, thank you for this opportunity to share the play of the day. Thank you so much for all the great people on this call. I'm excited, y'all. This morning, I'm fired up, as usual. I didn't get a chance to share the pass the ball segment. That's okay. I'll be back tomorrow to do that. But, I'm just fired up. My wife and I had the extreme privilege and pleasure to meet somebody last week. We see everybody in the squares all the time. But we had a chance to meet one of our business experts last week, right here in our hometown, about 5 minutes away. That was Miss 𝗱𝗍. And she inspired this message this morning, Miss 𝗱𝗍. So this message is for you this morning, Miss 𝗱𝗍. We were over there talking and sharing about our experience of how we got into this incredible business called 𝗱cie. And we talked about our stories, and she had a funny story how she ended up at this opportunity. And we talked about how we ended up here also. It's so funny when you get a chance to share and laugh and encourage. And we started thinking, this business is like a vehicle. And we talked about this business being like a vehicle. And she mentioned this race in Kenya. She's from Kenya. She said, growing up, she had this race called the Safari Rally. And they had these speedy cars, and they go through all the terrain. She said it lasts for 30 days. And it goes through all this terrain, through mountains and mud and all kind of different stuff. And she said, I just wanted to be in that safari rally when I was growing up. I love speed. She said, I like mashing the pedal. And she was so excited, about sharing the whole experience when she was growing up. This race started in like 1953. It stopped for a little while, then it picked back up in 2021. So it's more than I had to go to YouTube and take a look at what was going on. They showed these cars racing, no braking, just smashing the gas fast, flipping over and all kind of stuff. It kept going. And it was so amazing. We were talking last week. But you know what? As we were talking in the cul-de-sac, we looked up in the sky and we saw an airplane. And we started talking and said, how in the world can a large piece of steel stay in the air with people, with luggage and cargo? We were like, how does that happen? It defies gravity. And I came through that conversation, it came a revelation. Running a business is like flying a plane. You can have the best aircraft in the world, the shiniest website, the sharpest brand, the greatest ideas. But if you don't understand the law of lift, your business will never truly leave the runway. This morning, I want to talk to you about something. Why your business needs wings. I want to talk to you this morning about why your business needs wings. Because your business wasn't built to stay grounded, it was built to fly. Did you catch that? Your business was built to fly. As we talk about, when we talk to our partner, I realized this powerful principle of the law of lift. You see, the law of lift is not luck, it's science. The same wind that pushes against the plane is the very thing that helps it rise. And in business, the same thing, same way, the challenges, the resistance, the setbacks, they're not just meant to ground you, they're meant to push you higher. You catch that? So pushing against that wind makes the airplane go higher and higher. Those things you place in business, that resistance and challenge, going to make you go higher and higher. Every plane that takes off has to fight against gravity. Every business owner has to fight against fear, doubt, and distraction. But if you understand the law of lift and how it works and how it applies to your business, you'll create enough momentum to rise above it all. You see, let's break it down. There's 4 forces that determine the flight of an airplane. Stay over here. The first one is lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Your business has the same forces working every day. Once you recognize them, you can manage them. And when you manage them, you can master flight. So we're going to talk about how the law of lift works in your business, because you can't get away from the law of lift. It's an invisible force. Like I said, it's a science. You can't see the law of lift, but you can see an airplane in the sky, can't you? So we're going to talk about that invisible force this morning. The main things, 4 forces are lift, weight, thrust, and drag. So let's talk about number 1, lift. Lift is the growth. It's the momentum. It's the faith. It's the belief in your business. Lift is what pushes you upward. It's the reason planes fly. And it's the reason businesses grow. See, in business, lift comes from momentum, innovation, consistency, and most importantly, your belief system. See, lift is created when your actions and your attitude work together. It's showing up when you don't feel like it. Getting up in the morning when you know you need to make that next call, to get to that next meeting. Man, even taking a risk that's not guaranteed. Lift is created by movement, not by waiting. Uncle Jock said something this morning. He said, get out there and do it. If you haven't done anything yet, get out there and do it with the Medicare space that we're in. So you got to have some momentum, some movement. Every post that you do, every presentation that you do, every follow-up conversation, man, that creates the airflow of the wings of your business. That's what builds lift. If you stop moving, you stop flying. Did you catch that? If you stop moving, you stop flying. So number 1, that was lift. Lift means growth, momentum, and faith. Number 2 is the weight. Weight is the fear or your doubts and your limiting beliefs. We've been talking about that for a long time now and about your belief system. Now every airplane has to fight gravity, and your business is no different. Weight is what tries to pull you down. It's fear. What if it doesn't work? It's doubt. Maybe I'm not cut out for this business. It's guilt, procrastination, that voice that whispers, let's just stay safe. One of our other business partners said this morning, Tiffany, she said, until you open your mouth, until you get out of your comfort zone, you might have a table at a fair or event, and you got everything sitting on the table, but if you don't ask the question, nothing happens. And she said that this morning. Let's talk about number 3, thrust. The purpose and passion and daily action. It's so funny. We all have taken a plane before, right? And we trust the pilot, don't we? We sit there on the runway. We hear the thing come across the speaker. This is your pilot. We'll be traveling at such and such speed for this trip. The temperature is such and such. Our destination will get at such and such time. We're sitting there ready in our seat, and we trust the pilot, don't we? And all of a sudden we hear this thruster go. Man, you kind of strap it down your seat, get ready for that plane to take off. People like, man, I think this thing better go off so we can get up there in the air. And that's the thrust that we feel. That's the passion you should feel in your business every day. You sitting at your chair in the morning, I'm ready to go today. I'm getting ready to get into this business space that I'm called to do. See, thrust is what drives the plane forward. Without it, even with lift, you stall. In business, thrust is your purpose. It's your why. It's your vision pulling you forward. Motivation fades. When we say that's our why, it should resonate to a lot of us in our blueprint. We talked about our why we do this business. See, that's your thrust. That's your passion. That's in our blueprint. When your why is strong enough, your how becomes unstoppable. When your why is strong enough, your how becomes unstoppable. Thrust is built every day. You show up, not just when you feel like it, but when it counts. That's why consistency is king. Every small action that you do every day builds momentum and speed. Every step adds thrust. So remember, when you wake up, man, hit that thing. Sometimes we say, mash that pedal. Because you think about this, I thought about this, when a plane is in flight in the air, there is no brake pedal. Did you ever think about that? They don't mash the gas when they're in the plane in the air. They just get to their destination and they kept moving forward. You don't actually feel the brakes until you land in the plane. So when you're up in the air and you're soaring and your business is soaring, why would you mash the gas? Why would you mash the brakes? Keep soaring higher and higher and higher and higher until you land into that destination. That might be your next promotion. That might be your next client. That might be your next appointment. Thrust this thing as fast as you can go with purpose and passion and daily activity. And we got number 4, which I said to you, the law of lift. Number 4, the fourth force is drag. Drag is distraction, negativity, and noise. You're going to face this in your business. Whether you're a life insurance agent or whether you're a business owner, you're going to face some distractions, you're going to face some negativity, and you're going to face some noise. See, drag's the resistance that slows you down. You see, for a plane, drag is air friction. For your business, drag is distraction. It's saying yes to the wrong things. It's scrolling when you should be strategizing. It's focusing on what everyone else is doing instead of perfecting your own flight. So you got your own flight path that you take in your business. And see, when you hear all the naysayers and all the noise and all the distractions of life, it can drag you down. I'm just being real, being transparent. When you are building a team or you're building a business, you're going to have some resistance when you are taking flight. You see, drag is sneaky. It shows up in the busyness instead of the productivity. So you got to be careful. It's not just being a busybody, but be productive. We're insurance producers. Remember that. To reduce your drag, you must streamline, simplify your systems, delegate what drains you, protect your focus. Your business will always face wind, but the same wind that slows you down can help you soar if you tilt your wings the right way. Let me repeat that again. Your business will always face wind, but the same wind that slows you down can help you soar if you tilt your wings the right way. Because remember I said today's message is about your business needs wings. So let me give you a formula for flight. Here's the rule for flight if you want to fly. Thrust plus lift must be greater than weight and drag. Thrust plus lift must be greater than weight and drag. When your vision and momentum are stronger than your fear and distractions, you rise. When your vision and momentum are stronger than your fear and distractions, you will rise. That's the law of lift. It's not magic. It's emotion. It's managed with discipline and faith. So congratulations. Your engines are on, your runway is clear, and your business has taken off. But here's the truth. The sky isn't always smooth. How do you stay in the air and soar higher? Even planes face turbulence, crosswinds, storms. The same is true for businesses. Challenges, distractions, and setbacks will always try to slow you down. So how do you stay in the air and soar even higher? Let me give you 5 things. Number 1, stay in alignment. Fly with the wind, not against it. Because remember, the law of lift, an airplane has to stay with the wind. It gets resistance, it keeps going higher and higher. Fly with the wind, not against it. Planes don't fight the wind. They adjust their wings to catch it and rise even higher. In business, alignment is everything. Align your actions with your vision. Tawana said she wrote down some specific goals. She stepped in what she really wants to do. She had a life-changing moment this weekend she shared with us. She's put down her goals, her actions. It's aligning with her vision. Align your team with your mission. A lot of us have business partners. Get aligned with your team and your mission. If you're a business owner on this line, your team may be your team members in your business. Inspire them, motivate them. Think about it. When you get on an airplane, they have a team of crew, right? The stewardesses, they have a team that helps you run that inside of the operation while you're up in the air. Align your resources with your goals. Stay in alignment. That's number 1. Sometimes resistance isn't a wall, it's a current you can use to gain altitude. When your efforts are aligned, turbulence turns it into lift. I'm not sure if you ever been on a plane before and you experience some turbulence and all of a sudden you rocking and bouncing and you're like, wait a minute, hold up, what's going on here? And he comes on the intercom, the pilot say, well, everybody strap your seatbelts down. Nobody get out their seats because this turbulence may be over for a few minutes. And what do? They climb a little bit higher over the turbulence. So sometimes you got to climb a little bit higher in your business when you want to get to that next level of flight and altitude in your business. Number 2, check your instruments. That means track your progress. Pilots consistently check their instruments to stay on course. In business, your instruments are your metrics and your feedback. Are your sales increasing? Are your clients satisfied? Is your team motivated and productive? You can't navigate the sky by guessing. Check your instruments and adjust your course. You should be checking yourself and checking with what we have in front of us in your business. See if your revenue is where it needs to be, where your profitability needs to be, where your team needs to be, not just for yourself, but where your team members are. Regularly review keeps you steady. It prevents stalls and helps you correct early before small problems become big ones. Number 3, fly at your altitude. Focus on your own journey. Please don't compete with other planes in the air to fly at their altitude designated for them. In business, as a comparison, focus on your business path, your market, your pace. Trying to match someone else's trajectory only wastes energy and creates turbulence. Stop comparing yourself to somebody. They may do it a different way, and they may have a different destination. Their route maybe get to a different city. Their altitude may be different. Think about it. Planes fly all over the different continents, all over the world. They have different flight routes, different altitudes, different cargo, different people. It's amazing how, man, when you look at this thing, fly at your own altitude. Some going to go higher and somebody a little bit lower, but they may get to the same destination. Because look, Southwest, Delta, they may all go to the same market, but they don't have the same flight route. Sometimes it may take a different altitude, a different direction, going from different cities. So fly at your altitude, number 3. Number 4, maintain your momentum. Keep the engines running. Lift fades, it thrusts. If lift fades, thrust stops. Once you've taken off, consistency is the key. Keep taking action every day. Keep innovating, keep learning, keep communicating and connecting with your business partners and clients. It's so critical to maintain momentum. If you don't know something, pick the phone up. If you don't know how to do a particular, illustration, get some advice, get some help. We have some incredible business experts on the phone. Most people have business mentors to keep their momentum going. Sometimes we just stop. And it's hard to get momentum rolling again when the ball just stops. But if you keep that ball moving, just pick the phone up, send an email, send a text to maintain that momentum. Communication is key. A plane doesn't stay in the air by hovering, it stays by moving forward. Think about that. A plane does not stay hovering. It's some problems if it stays hovering. It's got to keep moving forward. And number 5, embrace the journey. Enjoy the view. I know when I travel to Africa, it's amazing. A couple of times when you look out the window, and I like the window seat in the plane. I like to enjoy the journey. I like to look at the little, houses look like little, matchboxes and stuff. The little cities look like little lights. It's the perspective of your flight. Enjoy the ride, y'all. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy every day when you wake up. Enjoy this perspective where your flight and altitude is. Remember why you started the flight. Look around what you built. Your team, your clients, the impact you're having. The sky isn't just a destination, it's a perspective. The higher you fly, the broader your view. The higher you fly, the broader your view. So here I have some closing thoughts for you today. Just a few closing thoughts of the law of lift and how to keep your business soaring. The law of lift is about taking off, it's about mastering flight. Understand what pulls you up, reducing what weighs you down, fueling your forward motion, navigating the resistance wisely. You are the pilot of your business. You are the pilot of your business. Just imagine this, y'all. You're on the runway with your business right now. You're sitting in your plane in your business right now. Think about this. You've checked the instruments. You've checked the thruster if it works. You checking the altitude instrument. Do I got enough fuel? Do you got enough in the tank this morning? Do you have enough energy in the tank this morning to do your business? Does it inspire you when you wake up? All the instruments are checked. The altitude's checked. The weather looks good. Now it's time to take off on the runway. You even got air traffic controllers telling you what direction to go to get off the runway. So they got those orange looking things, this is what direction you go. They get you in your path, and all of a sudden you take flight. So this morning, your business was built to fly. The runway is behind you. The sky is waiting. Now it's time for you to soar. Thank you this morning for giving me the opportunity to share with you why your business needs wings. Y'all have an incredible, awesome day. I love all y'all.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, bringing it in for a nice little landing right there. That's how you bring it in for a landing.
Back to you, Troy. Thank you.
Man, awesome, awesome, Dr. Mark, the financial prophet, PROFINT. You did it again. All right. Well, folks, you just got served a master class of the day by one of the best in the business for sure. And he definitely deserves a round of applause. So let's give it to him. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so
much. Great job, Dr. Mark. Great job.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We thank you for stepping in for everybody's coach. All right. And family, that brings us to our next segment of the day, which is our Annie Willie inspired recap relay. And this is where we get to reflect in 1 minute or less. That's right. 1 minute. Your best takeaway from today's masterclass. So we're going to start this by putting the baton in the hand of none other than the 𝗍𝗄𝗄.
All right, first of all, I have to say, good luck, Rita. Secondly, Mark, you was dropping some stuff today, but I'm only going to talk about that one thing because this sits out in me all the time. From talking to partners and even outside of stuff we do here. Fly at your altitude. It's your journey. Don't compare yourself to what anybody else is doing. Fly at your height, at your level, and everything will work out. This was great. Thank you.
That 35-second split was on point. Thank you, 𝗍𝗄𝗄. And we got you putting the baton in the hand of none other than somebody that knows how to guide us down the track to get to the next zone. And we're going to give it to you right now. And she's none other than Miss 𝗍𝗍, the guide.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Dr. Mark. This was great. The one stuck out for me is resistance is not a wall, it's a current. So adjust your wings so you can ride at the higher heights. We got to pivot. Don't let anything get in your way.
Now that's when you're flying with speed right there. That means you ain't got no momentum right there. I'm trying to tell you, she knowing how to get it down the lane. She's in the right current and she flying with the wind, y'all. I'm here to tell you. So we're going to take that baton now and we're going to put it in the hands of none other than Miss Monique Pinkney, your MBA and your insurance and tax pro.
Thank you so much. This was awesome, Dr. Mark, the financial prophet. I was going to actually say what Tawana said because that was huge, to fly at your own altitude. But then I also want to just share thrust plus lift must be greater than weight and drag. And it's interesting that you need all of those things, but the weight and drag alone will pull you down. And so we got to have the thrust and the lift and use that to propel ourselves. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you for flying smooth with no turbulence. That's what I'm talking about. And we're going to bring that now, and we're going to put the baton in the hand. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. We're going to put it into the hands of the pilot herself, the lady that knows how to take it off, the lady that knows how to keep it flying and then bring it down for a nice smooth landing like nobody else. She puts the mugging landing gear down for us all each and every day. So we're going to give it to you now. This lady is our phenomenal note taker. She is AI personified. She is like no other, our international recap specialist that captures it all. We talking about none other than Miss Miss Rita.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you. I know everybody's sitting back ready to see what I did with that.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I didn't have a chance to go back through all my notes. I was supposed to keep talking this morning. All right.
Distraction. Like to get away from distraction.
We don't panic. We pivot. Money making Monday, motivating Monday, magic Monday, magnificent Monday. When your process is not working, you're just learning something new. Go back to the blueprint and see what you are missing. Keep dripping on your family and friends. You never know what's going on in their life and when the time will be right for them. The time is now. You can have the prettiest table set up and don't open your mouth. Take your training wheels off and take action. Open your mouth. Nobody will never know what you do until you open your mouth. Remember, the vendors need life insurance also. It does pay off to attend events in your city. How many of you are interested in taking this Medicare step further but haven't done anything? It's simple. Make a connection with the people that's 65 and older. All of them will tell you their Medicare blues. Listen to them and regurgitate it back to them. Show up as the solution. Get them in the system and your job is done. Talk to people who have parents that's on Medicare. Ask them, do you know who your parents' Medicare agent is? And when they say no, then you say, they probably don't know either. Have a Medicare concierge service. Once they get in, ask them for referrals. Offer them some relief and give them a good experience. If they ask you a Medicare question, get into the habit of referring them to the expert. Do not go down that rabbit hole and box yourself in. Refer or connect them to the expert. In listening to Napoleon Hill, he talks about knowing your definite purpose and writing it down. Utilize ChatGPT to help you if you are unsure about your definite purpose. Have the posture that this is mine and go forward. The play of the day. Running a business is like flying the plane. You have to understand the law of lift. Why your business needs wings. Your business was built to fly. Challenges are not meant to ground you, but to take you higher. The law of the lift creates enough momentum, and you can't see the law of the lift. It's an invisible force. 4 forces: lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Lift. Your lift is your growth, momentum, faith. It pushes you upward. Your actions and your attitudes work together. It's created by moving and not waiting. If you stop moving, you stop flying. Number 2, weight. That's fear, doubt, limiting beliefs, guilt, and procrastination. Number 3, thrust. It's your purpose, your passion, your daily actions. It drives the plane forward. It's your why. When your why is strong enough, your how becomes unstoppable. Consistency is king. Every step adds thrust. When your business is soaring, don't mash the brakes. Keep soaring. Thrust as fast as you can. Number 4, drag. It's distractions, negativity, or noise. Your resistance that slows you down. Saying yes to the wrong things. You have your own flight path. Drag is sneaky. It shows up. Reduce your drag. The same wind that slows you down can help you soar if you tilt your wings. Thrust plus lift must be greater than weight plus drag. That means your vision and your momentum should be stronger than your distractions and your fear. You will rise. The sky is not always smooth. How do you stay in the air? Number one, stay in alignment. Fly with the wind, not against it. Align your actions with your vision. Number two, check your instruments, your progress, your metrics, and your feedback. You can't guess. Check your progress and correct your actions. Okay, I can't read that. Number three, fly at your own attitude, your own journey. Don't compete with others. Please stop competing, comparing yourself to others. Number four, maintain your momentum. Keep those engines running. Keep taking action every day. Keep the ball moving. Communication is key. Plane does not stay hovering. It keeps moving. Number five, embrace the journey. Enjoy the view, the perspective of your flight. Enjoy the ride. Remember why you started the flight. The higher you fly, the broader your view. The law of lift is about mastering your flight. You are the pilot of your business. Do you have enough energy in your tank this morning? The runway is behind you. The sky is waiting. It's time to soar. That's it, but that's not all. Woo! Please don't rely on my recap this morning, okay? You can go back and you can listen to the Days Pass the Ball on Uncle Jock's YouTube channel, and that's Uncle JOC. And you can also go back and listen to this great training in full on Everybody's Coach Erik Robinson, and that's Erik, E-R-I-K. Most importantly, please do not forget to share today's training with all of your teammates. Now that's it, and that's all.
All right. Thank you. Once again, Captain Miss Rita. What do we all do when the plane has successfully landed? We all just go like this. Thank you. Great, safe trip, nice ride, no turbulence. We appreciate the captain for sure for putting it down.
A little bit of turbulence.
You know how that goes. We here, y'all. We are here. Well, before we give it back to the announcements and get our marching orders for the day, we want to make sure that we ask the question now that you know what to do and how to do. So let's get it. What's next?
Drill it till you kill it.
You got it. Drill it till you kill it. Well, that's it. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration, signing off from Good Morning Experts. And now I give it back, Coach Erik. Nope, it's Uncle Jock. Uncle Jock, back to you. Is he in? Can we hear him? Can we hear Uncle Jock?
Well, I'll fill in for the announcement. Guys,
there you go.
All right.
Dr. Mary, everybody.
Great morning, everybody. Want to make sure that you get your level up tickets. It's this month. We have our leadership dinner on the 31st, and the conference actually starts on November 1st and 2nd. So make sure that you, your team, all have tickets to come. We look forward to seeing everybody. Tonight is our team huddle at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we look forward to seeing you all there. Have a blessed day, everybody. A blessed day.
Blessed day, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Mary. Isn't it amazing how we have such amazing experts on the line? Someone always able to get it done. So we are never in a position where we just don't have what we need. All you got to do is just reach out to the village that is always equipped to do what is needed to be done. And you know right now, if everything was right, we'd be going like this.
Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody